even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal in order to leave the deepest kind of right? Yeah. So let's just say it was here. So let's right. So let's just say it was yeah. Great. I know that you're the sexist, not me. This was like, yeah, I'm glad you said that. Well, right. Because I wanted to put him down to a better level. Basically, right. And was that example you gave us? Are you speaking? Does it work from does it still work? Do you feel support you if I go and the same thing, or does it have to be true again? You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal in order to leave the deepest kind of right? Yeah. So let's just say it was here. So let's right. So let's just say it was yeah. Great. I know that you're the sexist, not me. This was like, yeah, I'm glad you said that. Well, right. Because I wanted to put him down to a better level. Basically, right. And was that example you gave us? Are you speaking? Does it work from does it still work? Do you feel support you if I go and the same thing, or does it have to be true again? You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal in order to leave the deepest kind of right? Yeah. So let's just say it was here. So let's right. So let's just say it was yeah. Great. I know that you're the sexist, not me.
Hello.
Like, yeah, I'm glad you said that.
Welcome everyone to another Apokuna stream. Hope you guys are doing well.
Basically, right. And
Today we're going to be doing a little game evening.
was that example you gave us?
Game night. I don't know how long this thing's going to take. I saw that it takes around like 3 hours or so. The end is never the end. Stop saying cryptic shit. I've never played this game before. No spoilers. No spoilers. Quinn! Thank you so much for the 5 months. Warm, thank you for the 38 months. And Ren, thank you so much for the 31 months. Appreciate it, y'all. Apparently, there's a Stanley in this. So that's cool. Glad there's a Stanley. And yeah. How's everyone doing today? On a scale of 1 to 10, how is everyone? I'm at a solid 7. It's felt like a productive day. Got a lot of stuff done. This game's about Flat Stanley. Oh my god, the goat! Flat Stanley the goat. Also, Katie Gobert the goat. Hi Katie, how's it going? A lot of 6s, a lot of 7s. It seems like mainly. Okay. Well, hopefully we can raise all those 6s a bit more. Katie, as the official 6'7" girl of our community, do you always feel 6'7"? Yes. Oh, got it. That's beautiful, Katie. But yeah. I have no idea what this game is about. I've just seen it played over the years. And I thought, might as well get into it with you guys. It would be fun. Everyone should get a little snack. I have like 5 potato chips that I'm going to eat throughout the stream. Is anyone else snacking on anything right now? What flavor? Potato. Only 5? I've already eaten half of them. Dynamite Doritos. Does anybody have any water? You ordered food. What did you order, Pandora? Water, drink. What's everyone drinking today? Excited to watch this? Okay, Venbees. You know something, don't you? I know everything. God, why is everyone so like existential about this game? Something happened. Pantheon recording is in what, 8 days? Are you guys excited for the cryptic tweets to come back? I'm so excited for the cryptic tweets to come back. Those are my favorite. Wow, a lot of 5 to 6s right now on the poll. 7 to 8s though. Some 3 to 4s. I miss the cryptic tweets. Those were great. All I'm gonna say is, you know, keep your eyes open. That's what I told you guys last week. Just keep your eyes open. But yeah. Let's get into it. Oh, okay. The end is never... Okay. Thank you, game. The end is loading. Cool. Is this a scary game? I have no idea. It could be anything.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley!
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
We're good workers,
Though he had
chat.
been made exactly for this job.
We're good workers.
And Stanley was happy. And then
Made for
one
this
day,
job.
something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
No, his
No one had
orders.
showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses,
I am
he got
Stanley.
up from his desk.
We gotta fix this sensitivity though.
And stepped out of his office.
Oh, I can mess with things. The controls are smooth. How about 1?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Probably a
Stanley
zombie
decided
apocalypse.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a
I can
trace
turn it
of
on
his
and off.
co-workers.
I feel like this is a game we're gonna have to look like really carefully at. Well, there's nothing there. There's nothing anywhere. Am I in a void? This is like the back rooms before the back rooms existed, huh? Oh, can I just turn... I'm gonna turn all the... When you asked our guesses for boxes to me, this game was a big inspiration for my liminal horror guess. This is... Wait, what?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
Yeah.
But it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh, okay, so the narrator is gonna be a shithead the entire time. Got it. Good to know it's one of those types of games. I see what I'm... Well, that door is openable. So that does make a difference. You hate this guy already? Yeah. Oh, it spilled coffee. L. Well, I don't want to... You know what? Maybe I will close doors. Wonder what kind of coffee they were drinking? Probably coffee? I don't know. And also it says 416, but then 416 leads into other doors.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, right. I'm not doing
This
that.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to
Yes.
admire it.
Yes. I want to go to the employee lounge. Why is everything like a keyboard sound even when I'm not doing anything? No, you can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. Get your first achievement. Oh, I got an achievement. Surely one of these doors open. Okay, let's go to the employee lounge.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Cold
It had
drinks
really been
for
worth the detour
$1.25.
after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yep. Well, surely.
Yes, really, really worth it being here.
Dude, can this dude, shut up.
So utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I mean, maybe they could have been in the employee lounge room because they were all celebrating
At this point,
being employed.
Stanley's obsession with
That's
this
a
room
really,
bordered on
really
creepy
difficult
and
thing to
reflected
have
poorly on his
in
overall
this
personality.
economy.
It's possible that this is why everyone left. But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Well, or I could go back here. Never mind. I was gonna go back the other way. I'm not going there.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Well, can I go back? Oh, the door's closed. That's not good. So, I guess... Do we just not listen to anything anyone has to say ever? Dude, this is like... I kind of really want a SMP based off of the Stanley Parable now. This is like such a cool concept where it's just like an infinite office space. Do not jump from cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift $5,000. I can't go here because I need a key. Well, what if I just, like...
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good
Got
job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I am very powerful. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm all the way back home?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Well, I'm not doing that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
And we're back to where we are.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't
Let's go on the
5 years
left.
ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
Probably.
Here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Me.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. What? Really?
Oh!
I was in the middle of something. Do you have
Oh!
zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why?
That's
I
so
don't know how
cool.
to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
One chance. One chance, weird talking dude. Where are we going? That was so cool! Oh my god, I loved that. I love just being able to jump off the track. Oh. So this is, I'm assuming, for the guys that...
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Let's do a poll. Door. Red, blue. You guys get a minute to decide. Ven! Venbees, thank you for the Prime sub. Can we get some huzzahs for Venbees? Red. Okay. It seems it's pretty even right now, actually. It's almost 50-50. Are we going through the red door or the blue door? The narrator did tell us to go through the red door. But he could be evil. You know what I mean, chat? He could be really, really evil. This is a tough one. No more ads just for Stanley Parable. He's using reverse psychology? Okay, it seems like red is one. You said you trust him once, though, I guess.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
Well,
the
what would have
problem
happened
is all
if we
these
went to the
choices. The two of us
thing?
always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Ooh.
And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Ooh. So you guys said this game wasn't scary. What? Hello? What?
we want? What are we looking for?
I don't know. Oh, I can go off the... Never mind. Okay, I'm in...
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy. No, wait. Where are you going?
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. We're going. We're going. That's creepy.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Ah!
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
What?
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
What's going on? Well, do I kill myself? Oh! Oh, right click makes you go forward. I almost jumped off. Or could get consumed by the light. I very well could. Aw.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just no. What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved.
What did we
here.
achieve? Why am I... What is this? Sure.
Are you... You are going to stay here, aren't you?
I guess. What is this? What is this, narrator? Stanley Parable moment, OMG, I love this game. That's how I summoned Velvet for a stream. Play a game that they really like. And she arrives. Well, now nothing's happening. Hello? What if I just stand really, really still? This feels like the middle. I can see, like, the tiles, yeah. Anything? Hello? Oh, things are happening. Oh my. Well, I think he wants me to experience some sort of meaning of life. Anyway, you summoned me, but I'm also in the middle of work, so I'm leaving again. And goodbye. I think I have to kill myself. Well, that's unfortunate.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you?
Well, we can't just stay there forever. We have to progress, don't we?
No! Oh, thank God.
Oh,
you lived.
You gotta be kidding me.
You had me worried there for a moment. Now, no. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
What?
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't even know what this game is. It's my first time playing. You must understand. Alright, thank you for the tier 3. Ugh.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Why is he so sad?
Looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Oh.
Well, this one is your...
I think he's becoming my enemy. Just one more. Ugh. Yeah, how did the lift fall kill us, but this didn't?
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Oh. Poor guy. Okay, back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Well, surely we go for the blue door,
When
chat.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, surely we go...
This
surely
was not the correct way to the meeting room.
surely
and
we go
Stanley
through the
knew it
blue
perfectly
door.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
The world is
Stanley
my
was so
oyster.
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years
So we
ago.
have to go here.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can
This
be
is
difficult,
cool. I kind of
but
want to
the
see
fact
everything
is that
now.
the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me.
Oh
I'm
no.
asking for her.
Oh. For her? Do I have a wife? Stanley does seem like a wife guy. Ah!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yeah, that went well. Alright, it's fine. Let's go back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I need the
Stanley decided
narrator
to go
to
to the
stop.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We're gonna hear the same thing over and over again, aren't we?
When Stanley came to a set
Over
of 2
here.
open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Over here.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley, but eager to get
This is
back
like
to
The
business,
Matrix in a
Stanley
storybook
took
had a
the
child.
first
I've
open
never
door on
watched
his
The
left.
Matrix. At all.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
There we go.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration
I do
for
like
others?
I do like
Are
it when
you
he gets
that
interrupted.
convinced
That
I
is my
want something
favorite.
bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it.
The red
Let me
door.
prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No, I want the blue door.
Now
man.
listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Yes, I do.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map.
Oh.
Because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option.
A third
this
one?
already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay. Just for me?
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try.
You can't teach that,
Here,
Stanley.
based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take
Oh,
a
are we
look.
getting like a really, really cool version? What the? Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard? Wait, am I like throwing right now? I feel like I'm throwing.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Competitive leaderboard. 3.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
I'm doing
You
great.
wouldn't mind
Awesome.
taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
What if we let the baby die?
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Maybe a little
Because
both.
if it's the
Maybe a
latter, well,
little
I
bit
don't
of
know what
both.
to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
We made him crash
Thank you for
out!
playing. Your input was extremely
We made him
valuable.
crash
Hey,
out.
since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Alright, what's happening now? Firewatch!
Aha!
Oh, I love this game.
What do you think
I
this
love this
game's
game. I
about,
love this
Stanley?
game so
What's our
much.
backstory? What is our motivation?
Oh.
Well, it seems obvious to
dead
me
wife.
that you are meant to play as a creepy man,
Dead wife.
spying on innocent civilians below you
Dead wife.
from up high in your creep tower.
Dead wife.
Perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
Dead wife.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity.
Yes, I
So
love
far, I love
Firewatch.
everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even
Dead
more.
wife.
Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
I'm so down. I'm so down for this. I love Firewatch. Why am I on the Firewatch map? Oh my god, this is so cool. Now I want to replay Firewatch. I've fucked this game over so bad that now I'm playing an entirely different game that I also do genuinely enjoy. Is there the outhouse?
no.
Oh, the outhouse is,
No,
is still
it
there.
can't be. It is. It's an open world game.
I love
Good
it.
God, quickly block it off.
No! No!
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
No!
You really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods
sad.
now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
No!
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Walls. Jonesy Lake.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
We made him crash out so hard that we didn't like his game that now... Is this Rocket?
Wonderful.
I hate this
See,
game.
this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
How do I get lost here?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Ball! You've never seen this part of the game before? Did I fuck the game so bad now that you guys are watching a new perspective?
Is this fun? Hold
Woo.
on. What are you doing?
Uh-oh.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Over here. Ah! What the hell? Ooh. People try different ways to mess with the narrator. I haven't watched that much, but it's interesting to see how your playthrough differs from what we see. Good, I'm glad. Well, now I need to find a way. Can the narrator not find me now? Door here. I'm in like a maze of my own creation. Ooh. Door. 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 Well, what is this? Huh. Am I the narrator now? Hello?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world.
Sure, bro.
Yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Why is this?
I can
Okay,
wait.
like, are you a good force or are you an evil force? What do you want to be? The end is never the end. It seems like I found like a dead
Already
end
this was
ending.
uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Uh-huh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yep.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded.
Are you guys getting sick of
butterflies in
this
his
direction?
stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nuh-uh.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I don't know, man. I'm really
There's
enjoying
someone
this.
You've been... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
That door's definitely locked. Got it. Well, if I go onto the right, the red door, then
Now
it does
listen
nothing.
carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
So I have to go through the blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's
I do.
out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
This is what
Was it worth
making
ruining the entire
Pantheon
story
SMP
I'd
feels
written
like.
out specifically for
Actually.
you? Do you not think I
Like,
put a
if
lot
you
of
go
time
outside
into
of the
that?
world
Because I
border,
did.
a lot of
And in
this
the
stuff
end, it
just
was
isn't
all for
finished
nothing,
because I
this
couldn't
is
be
what you
bothered
wanted
building
to
it like
see.
that.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version.
1.
Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
It's gonna make him crash
Feel
out
free
crazy.
to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Leaderboard.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
1.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind
Is this
taking a
Firewatch
look at
again?
it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left.
Maybe I
towards
saved the baby.
danger. You click the button to
Let's
move
save
him
it.
back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
You guys down to sit here for
so
4
why
hours?
don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out.
It does
out,
actually
I'm
take
done.
4 hours to do.
It's
Of
over.
course.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see.
I want to see Firewatch again. I'd love to see Firewatch again.
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity.
Firewatch.
So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even
Now I want to
more.
replay Firewatch
Come,
like
let's
bad.
venture outward and see what else is out
Would you
there.
guys want to see a Firewatch playthrough? I've already played it before, but it's just
No,
really
no, it can't be.
Walk.
It is. It's an open world game.
Walk.
Good God, quickly block it off.
Walk. Oh.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big,
Okay, this time I
insurmountable
won't kill myself in
walls.
the Rocket League arena.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing. wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Alright, let's throw into the orange. Hi, Thorn. Thank you for the 37 months. Can we get some huzzahs for Thorn? Go!
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
Do it.
Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it?
Shit.
Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more.
I get it.
I'm insatiable. More balls.
Yes! More balls!
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best.
Yeah,
Take care, Stanley.
Is that it? I mean, I guess I can fall. Bye-bye.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Ugh.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back. We still have so much.
I went that way beforehand. I could go here, maybe? Oh! Oh. Well, now I just have the same ending. We just did the same ending twice, chat. I fear we lost here. Oh, so we got the exclusive several balls ending. And if we walk back, then it will, I guess, stop us. Yep, okay.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Well, I still want to go down my path of reluctance, but I don't want to jump down on that thing anymore. So we're definitely going to go a slightly different direction now.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if
Yep.
he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive.
Okay, I get it.
Soon, very soon now,
Oh,
this
come
will
on.
end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Ah.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered. This was not the correct way to
Right.
the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, we're going to go, like, up there now.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Maybe.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
There's more
someone
doors
you've
over
been
there.
neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for... This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
He's been waiting. Oh. Okay. Oh my
That's
god.
her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Am
to
I, like,
reach out to
divorced?
her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
What?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting.
My wife!
I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right.
My wife.
Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Ooh.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
I don't know, man.
Who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm
Maybe.
trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
But
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
got it.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
What if I don't press it? Fine.
But in his mind, In his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
How do I get out of here?
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers,
I don't
his
like the evil
boss,
narrator.
everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Whoa.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Press L to tell your wife you love her.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be?
Oh.
In reality, all he's
No wife.
doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets,
Cersei.
the more he forgets which life is the
Welcome.
real one. And I'm trying to
You have a
tell
good
him
one.
this,
Thank you for
that
the
in
rate.
this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Well,
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
please
And Stanley
die.
pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What is going on? What is this game? Huh? Okay, we're all gonna take a 5-minute little break. All right. I want to go get more chips, so I'm gonna go get some snack. And then we'll be back. So yeah, I'll be right back, y'all. Everyone, go get water. Stand up, stretch. Thank you for the hydrate, allegory. Back. I got water and more potato chip. How's it going, y'all? Okay.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
Okay.
entered the door on his left.
Uh-oh.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. A broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, but the want. The want and desire to make him crash out.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
Yep.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Maybe.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
'Cause it's
Why
all a
did
game.
doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose
This is
his
like
job.
Slay the Princess,
He
but
wasn't
for straight
crazy
people.
after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Uh-oh.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared.
Oh.
It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
Oh, it's a circle.
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back. the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Oh, that's better.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
But that's not real.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life
None of this is
normal.
real.
I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Well,
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be.
Everything
Can
is
anyone hear
fake.
my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
oh, the sequel.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
What is going on?
She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
I genuinely don't know what to think of this game. It's just so...
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So do I just have to perfectly follow everything that this guy wants me to do to complete the game?
When Stanley came to a set of two open
Left
doors,
door.
he entered the door on his left.
Yes and no. Got it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Boss. Oh my god. Oh, bathroom. Don't tell the boss. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then what? Then that's what the boss chose. Extreme bathrooms. I don't like that there's carpet in this bathroom like this. This, I don't, that's a lot of carpet, man. Okay. Never leave the bathroom door open. Boss? Maybe one day I could be promoted to secretary. Stanley the secretary. We're moving up in the world, people. Oh god, that is a panda getting threatened with a gun. Business strategy. Maybe I should check on my boss real fast.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
What? Wait, oh, 285. Yeah, wait.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Oh, 2845.
"2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh my. Nothing. Okay, cool. Ooh. Down we go.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
What is going on?
Stanley
Feel
walked
free to
straight ahead
scream.
through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Could escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I don't want to reset again. I don't want to.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Press the mind
Did he
control
have the
button.
strength to find out?
Well, I guess there is no... Interesting, okay.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Fired.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
This is crazy. Kind of like real life.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Whoa. Is this why you avoid office jobs? Because of the mind control
No.
facility? I get it.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Well, you are
It was
controlling me right
unthinkable,
now,
wasn't it?
narrator.
Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another
I will turn it
human
off.
life. For he would dismantle the controls once and
It is up to me
for
to
all.
save the world from boring office jobs. Turn it off. No more. No more shall people have to suffer.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won!
Yes!
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Yeah.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight
is weird.
streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
'Cause I can
For
escape.
it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
It's all me, baby.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was
Yeah.
all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Oh. Did I win? That was it? Huh?
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Many more endings. New content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I like new content. More, do more. That was a pretty anticlimactic ending.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013
Yeah, it was.
on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step
Is this
inside
Alex
and
Hirsch?
see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra
There's
Deluxe.
no way this is Alex
Oh,
Hirsch.
well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
I love Ultra Deluxe content. That's my favorite. I love that they got an Alex Hirsch game.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go.
There we go.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've
brick
never
wall.
been more ready. Let's do it.
Love brick wall.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Yeah, the content.
All right.
Oh god.
All right, let's see.
Oh, we can
It's
jump?
The jump circle?
Hey. Can I leave?
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
It's just jumping.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Maybe.
If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more.
Okay.
Very good.
More
Yes.
content.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Twitter!
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game? And we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
I mean, sure. If that's what we gotta do. This feels different. This feels different.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
What's over here, though? Oh. Okay. Alright, narrator, what's up? What did he want to show me? Something, apparently. Come on, load game.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it
Yep.
got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
True.
So I made something special and tucked it away here where the
What
game's
the
developers
hell?
won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where
This
I've
is
been storing
Firewatch
all
again.
my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable
Don't
was
forget.
before it was sullied with a cheap re-release?
Stanley
Remember back in
Parable.
October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had
British
integrity.
Academy Awards.
Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
The Last of Us. What is going on? British Academy Award, the Stanley Parable story. It's the same. Oh, debut game, game innovation. Can't even sit in the chairs, man. What?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the
I've
Stanley
never
Parable.
even played the
Like
Stanley
stunning
Parable.
Triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art,
Comparisons to are going to be
Parable
woefully
strives
inadequate.
and
Perhaps
then
its closest
succeeds
cousin
to
would be
every
Dear
game
Esther.
ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever
What?
created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all.
How long are they going to
It isn't
rant
even
about
the
Stanley Parable being
anymore.
good?
It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
This might be too meta for me. This might be a little too meta for me. Minecraft! That's my shit. That's my game. That's the guy. I love Minecraft. What?
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is
don't
both a
care.
richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted
Get
with
me
in a
out.
game. 9 out of
Get
10.
me
Don't
out.
you get it, Stanley? The game was
don't
perfect.
care.
It didn't need anything else. It didn't need
I
new
bought
content.
the deluxe
It
version
just
because I
needed
thought
to
I
be
had
left
to.
alone. To spend the rest of time
I
collecting dust in the
just
hallowed
wanted
hall of
to make sure I
beloved
had
video
every
game
option
memories.
possible. What is going on? Let me out. Let me out.
These were simpler times,
I
Stanley.
don't give a fuck.
But I wouldn't give to go back,
I don't
to have
give
it
a fuck.
all over again.
I don't
Wait,
care.
hang on.
I don't
I don't
care.
recall this part of the memory zone
I
before.
don't care.
What's this? What's
Stop
down here?
glazing your
Oh,
own
no.
game.
God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Get me
Surely
out.
these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
What is the point?
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
Vortex.
Funny? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights
Get me
that I can't
out.
even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them. Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with.
Ugh.
You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Can I play the game? No.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record.
I'm actually
Only
crashing out.
Positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley.
Get me out of here.
A skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and give... Oh, you're back, you see? You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here.
Just sitting here.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year?
You're still talking?
Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only...
He gave up. Is he dead? Oh, I hate this.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then... The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Is this where this comes from?
Is never the end, 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 is never the...
You did go crazy. Oh, now there's water dripping from the ceiling. Sick. Another one. Oh my god. Oh, are we gonna see like future? The future maybe? Oh, I love this. I love the time goes by so long that it's like, okay, that's cool. Oh my. Oh, everything is dead. Everything is gone. What? Well, this is a cool ending. The button is broken. And we are in a desert. We're back!
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
New content.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Sure. New content.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version
I don't know,
has
now I'm
turned out
enjoying
to
it.
be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark.
Oh,
and
you're gonna
any
start
new
talking
content
about
for
the-
it should
I
live up
can't
to that
do
legacy.
this.
So forget
Not
this
again.
ultra
Stop,
deluxe
stop,
nonsense.
stop it.
I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh. Oh, nice.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions?
Yeah,
Think of all
man.
the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This
This is
what fans have
nice.
truly been asking for.
Yeah, more deluxe
Calling
modern
it the
office.
Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of
Oh my.
interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Jump circle, infinite hole, the button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Okay, this
For the
is
Stanley Parable 2,
either gonna say
I asked myself, what do players really want?
my
And
username
of
or
course,
my
the first
IRL
and most
name, and I think
obvious
it'd be
answer
really
is
funny
that
if
they
it
want to
doxed
be
me.
individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first
Is this
addition to the
going to
game is
dox
this
me?
button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Is it going to dox me? Is the question here. I'm muting the system.
Right
Oh,
now,
okay.
the button only says the name Jim.
Jim.
But of course, in the
Okay,
final
cool,
game, this
awesome.
button will say your name, whatever
That's
name
cool.
that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll
I
love
am
it.
Jim.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim
I
watching your
am
dreams
Jim.
crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I could be.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Oh, okay.
Jim.
Whoa!
Yes, you see?
It said
What a
my
thrill, What a
name.
rush! That was you! The button
That was me,
described
that was me,
you.
that was
Do
me,
it
that was me.
again, do it again.
Jim.
Oh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's
Yes!
take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal
Jim.
validation.
One more, one more.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a
Whoa
person
there,
can be
cowboy.
too much, Jim.
Jim.
I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
No!
Jim.
Not the Jim button. Imagine if someone named Jim actually played it. Has Jimmy played it? Now I really want him to, just for this.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature. An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley?
Epilogue would be cool.
Yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Here, real quick, 1 second. One moment. Okay. Back. Just replied to a couple of DMs real quick. I'm doing well. Hell yeah.
Stanley, here's an idea that
A
I'm truly
hole.
fond of. It's never been done before in a video game.
I'm fond of the hole
This is,
too.
in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite fall.
Whee!
You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for a video game. You see? Isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Okay, and I guess we're back in the hole.
I guess
now.
we're back
Did
in the
you really
hole
need
now.
to see it again? I don't know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite hole.
I don't know, man. There's
It's
just
exactly
something about
what
the
you're
hole.
doing right now, but forever. There really are so many other fascinating exhibits that I've prepared for you. I really spent quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much
hole.
like to show you some more of them. How about we go ahead and press that teleport button again so we can get back to what's really important about... Oh, goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley.
It's not infinite.
I'll be honest with you. I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the
Cigarette
hole
butts.
long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know. I told you the hole was infinite, but come on. Who actually wants to
Finite
fall
hole.
forever? The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion.
I mean,
Maybe
like, it
it's
could have been
you who
deeper.
likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem. Look,
Just the
things
two
got a
of
little
us.
heated there. I think
We
both
can
said some
make it
things
if we
didn't mean.
try,
Why
just
don't
the
we just
two
put
of
all this
us.
behind us and
Just
agree
the
to
two
just
of
call the
us.
whole
Just the
mostly
two of
infinite?
us.
If that works for you,
Building
then go
castles
ahead
in
and
the
press teleport
sky,
button
just the
to walk
two
up
of
to the
us.
top of the hole and we can move.
You and
oh,
I.
for heaven! You see, I was right.
Whee!
The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite.
What if it was like...
Well, I suppose once again,
what if
there's
it was, like,
nothing to
faster
do
every
here.
single
If you
time,
decide
and
you've
then it
had
just
enough
filled
of the
itself up?
hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had
Oh.
enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay.
I get why Cherry Fire Rage baits me now. This is satisfying.
Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley,
More
I have no
hole.
explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. How is this still appealing?
Yeah!
I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge?
Again.
You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport
Bro.
button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing?
Oh, come on,
Well,
man.
I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever
Okay,
have
more
asked
hole
for.
time.
It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley.
Sounds good to me.
I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Is that it? Hello? Oh, now there's a ceiling. Guys? Guys? Okay, cinematic hole. Very cinematic. Oh! Oh! La 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 la. La 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 la. Wait, yeah, this is like Hades Town, you're right. Give me a second, give me a second. What song? Okay, there's too many things going on right now. Instagram filter. Whoa. Whoa.
Stanley!
Ah,
Oh, good, you're awake.
the
It
hole.
seems you had sort of dozed
The hole.
off there,
The hole.
drifting away into dreamland. But Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you
get
up
me
to
out.
keep you really, truly focused
Get
on
me
the
out
hole?
of here.
From
Get
the
me
looks
out.
of things, you and I will
Oh,
have
I don't
many,
want the
many
hole
years
anymore.
here in this hole.
I don't want
And
it.
I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back.
Get me out. Get me out. Out of here. Get me out, narrator. Get me out. Please. Don't leave me here. I'm all alone. Oh.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Reassurance bucket?
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration,
Yes.
I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
The bucket.
You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many
I want the
disorienting
bucket.
contradictions of the Stanley Parable
I'm gonna love
will
the
feel
bucket. I want
perfectly
the
normal
bucket.
and perhaps even comforting.
Guys.
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring
Guys, it's a
cognitive
freaking
dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be
Oh, I'm
honest,
gonna love it. I'm
it's a
gonna love
much
this
more
bucket.
convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket
Give
is
it.
the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
I don't know if I'm ready for the bucket. Oh, this is good.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
This is a cool bucket. Is it gonna reassure me? I have a bucket now. Oh, do I just walk around with a bucket now? This is awesome. Guys, I have a friend. Can we name it something? What are we
Does
gonna
anyone
name it?
give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Mostly infinite hole office decorations.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the
Get well
office could
someday.
use a
Happy
bit of
12th
decoration,
birthday, Stepnies.
like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
That's so fair. Oh, we can call the bucket Jim. Sure, this is Jim the bucket. Me and my bucket friend.
Or actually, maybe I should have
Me
gone with...
and
no.
my bucket
Nope,
friend.
I've made my decision. We're
Oh, free new
moving
easy
on.
achievement. I love this. So, have I completely missed the entire point of Stanley Parable? I feel like I'm throwing a bit. I feel like the point of Stanley Parable is in the main game, and I am just kind of doing a weird side quest right now.
Now, here's something
The whole game is a weird side quest. You're doing great. You're getting a good grade in Stanley Parable?
special.
Okay, cool.
You remember that broken test achievement
I'm
that got left
parabling
in the
it.
game on
Awesome.
accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Okay.
Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right
No,
now, the
I want
achievement
the
is still
achievement.
fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Whatever, man. It's just pure vibes and rage bait. Cool.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen
The
yet?
jump circle. Oh, I can still do it.
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea.
I like
Hang on
being
to that
able
for the
to jump.
sequel.
It makes me feel more fluid. I don't like it when games don't have jumping. Oh. I lost at jumping. I've returned and I'm glad to see we have the bucket. It's a really cool bucket, dude. Merch. Well, I have the button that says gym and now I have a bucket that is named gym. Something here. Oh, the meaning of life.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines.
I love the meaning
and
of
what's
life.
truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
Oh, naked
I
men.
don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of
Lovely.
watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
No way. Is there actually 6 of them? Can you find them? Can you find them?
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Button that says the name of the game. Merch. I haven't done merch yet. Settings World Champion. I love it when number go up. Merch. Where's Settings World Champion? I know the infinite hole. I already have the bucket. I guess here. No, this is the gym button, but the gym button is gone now. I don't really feel very reassured with this bucket right now. Yeah, I also saw the thing. This is the longest I've went without a narrator. Let me go here. Yeah, epilogue. Here we go. Settings World Champion, my favorite. Surely it's in here. Uh-oh. Oh, there's an exit. But it's closed. Here we go.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now? So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
Agreed.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, there's
I mean, I like the
potential
whole-
here, right? It's sort of... Okay,
I want to go
never
back
mind.
there.
Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Oh.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot
Get
of
well
gags.
eventually.
And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Oh, the achievements.
I
the
wanted
achievements
more
are
than
down there.
anything to create a sequel
need those.
that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of
There you
course.
go.
With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Yeah.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Whoa. Interact additional. Oh, there's a lot more stuff. I wonder what happens if we quit to desktop. Oh my god, I should have.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427.
That's it. Oh. The sequel is now paused.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Bucket!
Perhaps Stanley picked up the bucket.
My bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that
Jim.
the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Yes.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Bucket.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
The bucket could never
Stanley
be
took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No.
No, said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked. No,
Bucket.
stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the
What is this
entire rest of the
game?
game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
Please, step in here for a moment.
Okay. It's a game show. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be back in a couple minutes. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Be kind to each other. Who's in charge? Who are we gonna make in charge of this chat today? Who wants to be in charge? Hmm. The bucket. Fenbees. Fenbees, you and the bucket have shared responsibility of this chat. Make sure nobody misbehaves. I'll be back. Okay, back. Fenbees, bucket. Did everyone behave? Oh, gee, Apple, I don't know. I guess they behaved. They're pretty good. Thank you, Bucket. I really appreciate it, Bucket. Okay, it seems like everyone behaved. Chat likes the bucket. Of course you guys like the bucket.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Is
okay,
this a bucket?
Item 1. Is this a bucket? Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Okay.
Item 2. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 3. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. This is a bucket.
What?
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Yeah.
What? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Oh.
Is this a bucket?
Probably.
Correct. This is a bucket.
What? Huh? I don't know what reality
Item
is
6.
anymore.
Is this a bucket?
Oh, the music. No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What? Yeah, it doesn't matter because none of them are my bucket.
Item. Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see.
Exactly.
It should be around here somewhere.
If not bucket, then why bucket shaped? No idea.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything
No,
here.
it's just
and I
invisible.
don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence, and yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this.
Yes, you are.
I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets
No.
from the game entirely.
No. No.
Okay, here we go.
No.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity.
Yeah,
on
but
that
now
issue,
everything is
but it
gone.
doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Okay.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that.
It's all
Who
a
knows
bucket.
what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go. Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were.
Give me my bucket.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed
The bucket
over
of
him.
reassurance.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Shut it.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No,
This
never mind.
stupid game. I
The
love
bucket
it.
was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes, good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Bucket.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was
Because the
firmly
bucket
convinced
will
that the
lead me
bucket
to
had
victory.
spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley
Oh,
once
this one?
again obeyed blindly.
Okay.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home, where we can go about life to...
Oh my God, am I going to live a life with a bucket? This is beautiful. This is everything I've ever wanted with my life.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend.
I was alone.
And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Hey, my bucket. Where is it? Bucket. Bucket. My bucket, where are you? Bucket! Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press H to take me to work with you.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever
Yeah.
Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Press Z to take me back home with you. Okay, bucket, let's go
Lately,
home.
I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object?
Bucket!
I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't
My
know
wife
if
is a
he'll listen
bucket.
to me.
What do you mean my wife is a bucket? My beautiful wife is a bucket.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket.
Shut up,
It
narrator.
can't think. It can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Don't listen to the loud man. Press L for us to go back home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket.
Bucket.
You know, once upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted
Sure.
and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
You would too. Press J to ignore anyone else in your life except me.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort
Very
of
narrow-minded
shiny
of the narrator
bucket.
too. Same, you can't also put items in the
Well, I'll
bucket.
give it this. The
For
bucket
real.
does have a nice shine
The
to
bucket
it.
could be full of things, like the answer to my loneliness.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Press C to relive this same day with me over and over.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Press V to go work to home. Go to home to work to home to work to home.
Oh no. I'm having
Oh, it's
feelings
getting sensual.
for the bucket.
Is the bucket going to be on the bed?
What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket?
Wait, you guys can't see this. This is about to get a little not safe for work. I'm so sorry, everyone. This is a private moment.
Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's
Oh
wrong with...
my
I don't
God.
understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket,
God
this would be less
damn.
confusing. Yes. The bucket
Beautiful.
could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
10 out of 10 bucket. It's got a nice hole. All I'm gonna say.
Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it.
No,
Give it to me now.
it's
Give
my
it, or
bucket. Go back to work, Stanley. What is going on with this game, man? Yeah, this game intrigues me.
Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Fine, we'll go this way now.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say.
Don't take
here.
my
It's supposed to stay
bucket.
with the other cleaning
Don't
supplies.
take it away
Don't
from
you,
me.
Stanley. Don't give in.
Don't
hand
do
over
it.
the bucket.
It's
I
my
know how
bucket.
hard
It's
it must
mine.
be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion.
This is my friend.
And like
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Isn't there an option to just leave? Can we just... I don't think I ever went here before. Oh, it's this song! Is this from this game? We've become emotionally dependent on a bucket. What does it say about us, guys? Lots of things that we will not be talking about today. Well, I don't want to be here. It's just me and my bucket. Or anything with hydrate. Okay, he's just gonna do this and that. I'll go talk to the boss, I guess.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to
2,
discover not an
8,
indication
4,
of any human life.
5.
Crushed
I think.
by the
Is
weight,
that
but Stanley guessed
Oh
the
my
correct
God!
code by sheer luck.
Let's
Was
go!
it that the bucket knew all along? Was
Can't
the
believe I
bucket
remembered that. That was like
guiding
an
him?
hour ago.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Beating the game with the bucket.
the elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
Mind washing.
The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Everything will be okay. Everything will
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
It's just me and the bucket.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Yes.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The
No.
bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
It'll be okay, bucket. It'll be okay, Jim.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been
Bucket,
told
we
to
have to
do
escape.
things it didn't wish to do?
We have to escape,
What kinds
Bucket.
of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Mind control, you say? Maybe a little bit.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter.
Bucket.
His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible
Well, we can turn it
power
on.
over another human
What if we turn it
life.
on this time?
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped.
The bucket was
in
evil this
horror.
whole time.
Had this been the bucket's
No,
plan all
my
along?
lover.
To take over the machine and claim the power for itself?
No.
How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley
This
was prepared to
bucket.
throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Oh, birds.
Silly,
Silly birds.
silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Ooh. Bird.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on
Birds.
him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the
Yay.
world.
I love
The
modern
mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the
We're
bucket
keeping
known
them
this all
safe.
along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had
Oh, that one's
pointed
really
him
good.
towards
That
this
was really
incredible
silly.
discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because
Oh,
they spent the rest of
penguins.
their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
I
And
love
Stanley
birds.
was happy.
Oh, it's cute. Good birds. I'm assuming now I have to get the good ending.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found
This is
the
how I
others.
beat the deluxe edition.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Alright, let's see how fast we can speedrun this.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Have I seen most of the content that you guys
Still
want me
no
to
one
see?
was here. Stanley
know how
needed
much
the
more there
bucket's
is.
warmth
I
and
guess there's a
comfort
lot.
now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where
We
he'd
can go
come into a
down,
staircase.
technically.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Nice.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Oh!
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
Let's
You
go!
can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
I see why there's so many like alternative routes and stuff. That's cute. There's a horrible death ending, I guess. That's fun.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control
The
Facility.
adventure one? I don't know what the adventure one is.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
How do I get to the skip one again? I want to skip everything but with the bucket. I guess I can't do that anymore. Why is my game glitched? My game is walking sideways. Okay.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped.
Bucket
monitored
makes
like
Stanley
guinea pigs.
Parable 10 times more
The
enjoyable.
bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do
Maybe.
things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Up we go.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began
Turn it
to
off.
sink in, Stanley decided that this...
There we go. We game. We won.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
Sure, Stanley.
Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to... What? Wait. What was happening?
The door.
Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
What?
An unbearable silence
Can I
filled the
not
room,
be freed?
lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
What?
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket.
Why is the facility alive?
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it.
No!
Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself.
Stanley.
As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
And then he dies.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could
Stanley
it mean?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No bucket this time. No bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of two open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Why no bucket? I just, you know...
It was okay.
feel
But
like
eager to
there's
get back to
other
business,
alternative
Stanley
story
took the
routes.
first open door on his left.
I don't think I've been down
And
this
so
route
he
before.
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite
Whoa,
door,
I've never seen this
and got
before.
back on track.
New place.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
What the heck, man?
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Okay, dude.
It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, we went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Why is this... Okay, it's on. Whoa!
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top. All of his co-workers
Interesting.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
Where's
a
the
memo.
bucket? What? Guys.
When Stanley... Wait.
Huh?
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No.
Did you move the story somewhere?
I didn't touch anything, man. That's all
Hold
you.
on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one
Exactly.
who wrote the story.
I didn't do
It was
anything.
Right here just a minute ago. I know for sure
And you
that
took my
it's
bucket
here
as well.
somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh, this is the adventure mode one. Okay. This way. Or not. Oh, fuck. This way? Very backrooms core right now.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever...
I agree,
can
man.
promise you, there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Come on, man.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Meeting room. No doors.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay, I'm done with that. Can we finally go here?
Aha! I
What?
knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the
Oh my
story.
god, dude.
Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What is
Now
going
this-
on?
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Oh my god.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Let's go!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and
We
it really
won.
paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
That's fair, dude. Let's go back. Back to the beginning.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Sure, man.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
The line
Here's a
knows.
thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
What is going on?
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Sure. I like this. This is nice.
Cut the music. Go
What?
back and look at that fern.
The fern?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later
Okay.
in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Got it.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No, no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Now what?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure
Oh,
line.
no
What's it
adventure
ever
line.
done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
totally can.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Sure. I'm down for whatever,
Now,
narrator,
yes,
man.
this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild.
I
Use
wanna
your
be in the
imagination.
jungle.
Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Jungle. And I want my bucket back.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
That's fair.
No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, a choice.
Yay!
We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly
is going
yes,
on,
then by
man?
all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
Oh, okay. You've been playing the confusion ending for...
Hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
8 times?
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget?
You're telling me Stanley
Well, what
Ultra
if I don't
Deluxe
want to
this
forget?
parable? Yeah.
My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying
Narrator.
that life is about the journey and not the
are we doing
destination.
here, man?
So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if
No. Well, now what?
all of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone. Not with the
Bucket.
bucket around. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the
I'm very late.
employee
How's the game
lounge
going?
was
It's going
simply
well,
the place
Happy.
to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this... No, never mind.
Yeah, this narrator is
The
kind of all
bucket
over
was
the
wrong.
place.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Are we still in the confusion
And so
ending?
the
I'm
two of them detoured through
so
the maintenance
confused.
section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
There will be a reward for finding them all. I don't want to find them all. Well, if we
Coming
go
to a
down.
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Confusing
But
ending
Stanley
over.
just
Got
couldn't
it.
do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Maybe.
He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort.
Gasp.
And that's when Stanley realized,
The bucket is
this
evil.
isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone
No!
else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly
No!
wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
My bucket!
Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh,
Ah.
gracious.
he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it.
My bucket.
Far off in
Where
the
is
distance
it?
now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
Could it truly be? He
It's-
rushed
oh!
forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them
Where's
were
my
his
bucket?
special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley! Find me!
He had to find the bucket. He had to
None of these
return
are
to his
mine.
old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
What?
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose,
Maybe the
got
real
dressed,
bucket was the
picked
friend
up
we made
her
all along
bucket
the way.
of comfort and security,
Exactly,
and walked to
did
her
that.
place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Oh no.
Right away, she knew what the problem was.
He didn't have a bucket.
This man had no bucket.
Nope, no bucket.
Of
He's
course,
bucketless.
he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
Exactly.
Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Okay. Well then. I think that's where we end it. I think that's where we end the Stanley Parable. Thank you guys so much for watching. That was good fun. Yay! Alrighty, y'all. I think it is time for me to head off. What an interesting game. It was a very interesting game. It was a very, very interesting game. I'll be live again tomorrow. I have bingo with Cam and a bunch of other people, so I'm going to be doing that. Thank you for streaming a lot of your day. Thank you. So I'll be live at 12 p.m. Eastern. That's 5 p.m. BST. And we'll be doing bingo, so I'll see you guys then in less than 24 hours. So yeah, bingo should be very cool. So anyways, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.